Hello, everyone. Welcome to Quiet Desperation, my fourth video. So, when I sat down early this morning thinking about, what do I want to talk about with Echo Lloyd's case today? Always, my first thought is, where is Echo? Why Echo? I think I know why. But the bottom line is, Echo needs to be brought home. There needs to be closure for Echo's family, for Kelsey and her siblings, and for Mary, her cousin, and all the other family members. So anyway, I want to talk today about law enforcement and some of the frustrations that I see and that I have with many of the cases, that I follow. Some have excellent LE, and the case is closed quickly. But for cases like Echo's, from day one, there was a lot of things that were dropped, a lot of things that were ignored, resources that were used. And that's just my opinion, my little bit of knowledge I have about the case. I find it very frustrating that law enforcement across the country has become such a bureaucracy. I know that sheriffs and police officers would disagree with me and say they're horribly understaffed, which many are, I agree. But at the same token, a bureaucracy is 10 people doing one person's job. And it just seems like so many times there's so many hands, i.e. agencies, in the pot, stirring the pot, involved with whatever cases they're involved with. And when you have a lot of different agencies or people involved with one case, things can be missed. Things may not get done. Promises may not be kept. Certain witnesses may not be interviewed. And we've seen that in a few cases. I just wish there would be a major overhaul in law enforcement. One, that there would be a lot more training in missing persons cases, from the smallest police department to the largest police department, from the smallest sheriff's department to the largest. That there would be major training in and a change in protocol in how you respond to a missing person from day one. From the moment you get that call, that there would be the training to not negate one thing about what the family or people close to them may be telling law enforcement. Take it all in. Don't poo-poo it. Don't ignore it. Go down every path. You know, I'm not, I'm no expert in law enforcement. I'm just a person looking from the outside in and seeing the frustrations of really important pieces that they're given in the first hours a person is reported missing that are ignored or set aside, maybe just forgotten about. They get lost in the shuffle of everything else. When I first started looking at Echo's case, you know, I was like, okay, we have the Benton County Sheriff's Department over here. And we have the Missouri State Highway Patrol over here. And, you know, the initial investigation was obviously the Benton County Sheriff's Department. And the reason the Missouri State Highway Patrol took over Echo's case was the possibility that whatever happened to Echo, or wherever Echo is, could have transpired outside of Benton County. Okay, so with that said, fine. But what really super bothers me is no updates. Not even just, you know, how about once a month, the Missouri State Highway Patrol just put out a press release and say, we have nothing new. We're still hot on the chase. We're still looking at leads. We get leads every day, and letting the public know that they are active and they are investigating every day. I've learned that there are tips that still come in every week. I'm hoping they're pursued. I hope that one day soon, the Missouri State Highway Patrol will release what Echo was wearing, will release video footage of her at Walmart or Dollar General. I mean, Echo disappeared nearly 2 years ago. It has been, 634 days? Let me look at my little list here. I believe it's been 634 days. Nearly 2 years. You know, and it's time. It's time to let people know where they're at in this investigation. Let the public know. I know that Kelsey gets updates. Kelsey knows, and her family know far more than we do. I get that. And that's the way it should be. But the reason I'm here, I don't want Echo forgotten. And I see her being forgotten in social media and in the news media. She may not be forgotten to thousands of people out there who care about her and fight for her every day. We just don't hear about it. I'm here using my one little voice to make sure she is remembered, that people know the facts, that Echo is always on the front burner in people's minds. I don't know where this little channel is going to go. I don't know. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But you know what? I don't care. I'm going to keep putting videos out. And if nobody watches, nobody watches. But they're here forever. They're here for that day when somebody goes, Echo who? Or wants to find out the latest, what's happening in 2022 with Echo Lloyd. I'm going to be a dog with a bone. And I'm not going to let go of Echo and put her on a shelf. I want her found. I want closure for the family. And I want Ellie. I want an overhaul in law enforcement. I really do. There's just so much that is so painful when you are trusting, when you have no choice, no other avenue but to trust law enforcement to do the right thing. You have no other recourse when your loved one is missing. And when they fail you, when they drop the ball, it is super painful. It doesn't help when law enforcement is arrogant and doesn't listen, doesn't take into account that a family member is going to know a lot if they're super close to that missing person, to their missing loved one. They're going to know. They're going to have a pretty good idea if they're willing to be honest about it. They're going to have a pretty good idea of what direction to go and who to look at. I just want to see some changes because the system is broke. Bureaucracy is never a good thing, ever, for any government, and it is especially not good in law enforcement. Too many hands stirring a pot just make a confused mess because things get lost in the shuffle. Well, I'm not going to let Echo get lost in the shuffle. I'm going to stay here, make my videos. I don't know. I really don't care if I make a fool of myself. I don't care if people think I'm stupid. I don't care if I cough, mumble, I don't care. I am going to continue to put these videos out, use my voice, and say what I want to say for Echo. Echo Lloyd. So with that, if you have any information about where Echo Lloyd is, what happened to Echo, any tips, please contact the Missouri State Highway Patrol Missing Persons Clearinghouse, 573-526-6178. Their email is missingpersons@mshp.dps.mo.gov, all lowercase. And you can contact the lead investigator at the Missouri Highway Patrol, Sergeant Mike P. Fenewald. His number is 573-751-3313. If you want the facts and up-to-date information on Echo Lloyd, go to the family website on Facebook, and that is called Bring Echo Home. And that's what we want to do. We want to find Echo. We want closure. She deserves that. Her family deserves that. And I will join with them and continue to fight for justice for Echo. I want to add one more thing. Kelsey, you are a fierce advocate for your mother. You have not done anything wrong. You have done everything right in fighting for your mama. And don't you ever stop. Don't you ever let anyone tell you no. Because all no means is you may not be able to do it with them, but you can do it. So, that's all it means, is you just push that person aside and you move on. Whatever your instincts are telling you, Kelsey, you follow them. And if it's a big fuck you to somebody, then so be it. If it's cool, I have found the person who can help me or persons who will help me and kick ass to find my mother and keep the flame lit under law enforcement, great, here we go. You're my hero, Kelsey. People, call Missouri State Highway Patrol, Missing Persons Clearinghouse, and ask about Echo Lloyd. Write letters, send emails, and don't stop doing it. Keep a flame on law enforcement because that is when they move and get things done. Keep a flame lit under their bummies. I want to add one more thing. One last thing. Today is February 4th, and it is Summer Wells' 6th birthday. Now, I don't know if Summer is alive or dead. My hope is she's alive, and she's safe, and there's people loving her and nurturing her. I don't know what's happening with Summer. But I do know this. If Summer is no longer alive, she is in a far better place. She's at peace. She gets to wear her beautiful dresses and beautiful ribbons in her hair and bows. She gets to have cake and all the ice cream she wants. She has security, safety, love. She gets to laugh freely. And that is how it should be. Summer, we love you. Echo Lloyd, we love you. And we will never stop looking for you. Echo, bring Echo home. Echo Michelle Lloyd. That's such a beautiful name. God bless everyone. Be safe, be well, and get out there and fight for someone who is missing and can't use their own voice. Speak up for them. Fight for them. Advocate for them. Scream from the rooftops. Because we have a lot of people who are missing.